Welcome back, travelers. Welcome to Traveling Guru. I'm your host, Dennis Fouts, where every week I look at the insider's knowledge of the travel and tourism industry. This week, I look back a little of a conversation I had with 40 exceptional professionals in the Northern Virginia area, and the topic is how to make travel fun. I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to any feedback you have at the end of this in the comments section. All right, thank you very much, and here we go.
Top 10 things that'll kill you, right? So these are like your smoking, drinking, not looking twice before you cross the road, these sort of things, right? Cholesterol, all these things that health and these people talk about. This is a group of committee that says that travel isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And then you go, ugh. Right? Great. So I work a 100-hour work week. I work 40 hours at home or more. And then someone's telling me that I have to go do, statistically this is a known, we spend approximately 30 to 40 hours of research about where and what we want to do on our time off before you call me the first time. Before you call me. That's before you decide what you want to go do. So, what happens is you lose perspective, and then you do a meltdown, and you decide to just go to, where do we go? Colonial Williamsburg for the weekend, right? Just head back. Or you don't do anything, right? So, what is the benefits of travel? You gain the perspective that you lost. Why am I here? Why am I so unhealthy at work? Why am I undervalued and overtasked? Why can't I sleep? Well, we do that, and that's why we go on travel. So, because we all know that it takes, in the industry, in the tourism industry, it takes 3 days of any vacation before you say, I'm having fun. Can you believe it? Because, you know what you do when your wife works 70 hours a work week, government employee, right, only over 40, and then you have another guy who works 100 hours a week. You know when the last time when you're working this hard that you just stare at each other, trying to rekindle that moment, why you got married to begin with? So for the first 2 nights at dinner, you just stare at each other. and you set the rules. You may not talk about work. You may not talk about kids. You may not talk about the bills. And you just stare at her. And you ask yourself, how am I going to talk about? So what we do is we talk about it broadens opportunity. It gains personal reference. That's why we travel. So we see the world. Now, for why we go, why do we travel? Let's see. Well, simply, we have somebody. You unpack once, and you see the world. Isn't that pretty cool? When you go to Europe, you go to Rome and Italy. You got Italy, you got Spain, you got Paris, you got all these places, right? You can do it through a cruise line. Now, where are we going? So that's why we travel, right? So where are we going? In fact, the world's more flat. Let's disregard. Turn off NBC, turn off NPR, right? Balanced and fair news. Okay, let's turn it off. And what we know is that now we can get to Vietnam. Can you imagine that in the 50s and 60s going to Cuba, as Brian did not too long ago? Can you imagine that we're going up the Mekong River in luxury? That's just insane, because in the background there's probably bullets somewhere in the swamp, still to this day. And we all know that we have people that are missing. Where are we going? So to see, we're going to Dubai, we're going to the vacation capital of the Middle East, Dubai, and so forth. Now, where are we going by land? Now, these are the people, these are where my clients are going. These are where they're forecasting out the next 24 months. Well, this is what one of the tour schools, and I just kind of read it because I'm going to mess this up. It's called Sumo, Skyscrapers, and Snow Monkeys. Where are we going?
Japan.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
It's neat being able to take around. Now, the other one's called Rwanda. Give me a second. Rwanda Mountain Gorillas to Mount Kilimanjaro. This is where we're at.
Africa.
We're in Africa. Yeah, we're taking African safaris. How neat is that? And the reason why is because people are looking for something different. But what they do is they need help getting there. I'm going to Palaces of India. We're going to Costa Rica. We're going up to see Petra. So in other words, what happens is kids like me are finally getting old enough that we saw all the Indiana Jones movies, and now we're like going, I didn't know those freaking places existed. Right. Son, and maybe the Grail's there. Is the Grail there? Anyone there? Bow down to, can I do that? Yeah, Yahshua. Is it Jay or whatever, right? So can I get there? Where are we also going? You hear me talking all the time. We're going to Mexico, right? All that Zika stuff is sort of in the past now, honestly, right? We all now have a sincere honesty and understanding about what it is. So we're going to Puerto Vallarta, which I've talked about. We're going to Riviera, and of course the 3 I's, right? And that's Italy, Ireland, and Iceland. Yeah, that's right. So what we talked about is Dennis, you already told me what I need to do. You told me where we're going to go, but you haven't told me how to bring that work-life balance back in order. All right, but you told me the value of it. Well, Like all good businesses do at a certain point, we learn to do what? Faven knows, because she has a success in marketing business. They outsource it. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? Do you want to be sitting behind the thing printing off labels? Well, there's a business making millions of dollars printing up labels, but you don't, right? Because it's a distraction from doing what you do best, which is running your franchise, right? Managing properties, taking care of carpets and things like this, creating shutters and gutters and painting walls. So what we do is, so this is what I do. I'm going to bring that work-life balance. At least I'm going to move that from the table for you. I'm going to do it for you, right? And here's the crazy part. I'm not going to charge you a fee. So it's free to use me. Yes, that's the bumper sticker. So what we do, my business partners and my associates, like to just keep it like this. We try to keep it simple and make it elegant. Just keep it simple and make it elegant. That's really all what we want. We just know when we show up at the airport, we can get on the plane, and then we go there, we'll be picked up, and when we go to the next place, we will love where we're at, whether it be Machu Picchu or just down to Monterey, California. That's where we want to be. Right? Take it off. So I don't need that 3-day lead time to look at my spouse across that table and knowing that we're still in love. Right? Somebody help me out with that, and that's what I'm here to do. So that's it. Thank you very much, and good day to you all.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more of Traveling Tip Tuesdays. Thank you very much. All right, bye-bye.